right, happy Friday. So, if you watched our little lessons, obviously you got in the spin back fist. So, what we want to add today is X blocks. X blocks low, X blocks high, and how to work off them. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to enjoy these. Okay? So, real quick, going over the X blocks. Go ahead and put your right leg in front. Okay? Both hands are going to come in. If we go low, whichever leg is in front, that arm's going to be on top. Okay? Now, this is a great way to help block, say, someone trying to knee you. Okay? You know, maybe they knocked your head down, you're here, you're going to try to knee, and you throw that X out there and stop it. You can modify it, like turning your hands. But we'll go over that in a minute. Now, if you're going high, then you want your front leg's arm to be in front. So if my right is in front, I do it high, my right arm will be in front from here, where you can block, grab things from there, that type of position, or you can block, work a knee yourself. So we'll get to that in just a minute, okay? So, on the blocks, okay, how do you get some power on that thing? So, I'm in this position, now when I throw this, okay, I gotta get my shoulders involved, okay? So you're here, then block, pull back in, okay? So it's almost like a little mini punches, but because you're doing both at the same time, you can't really use one shoulder to work the other one, so you kind of use your whole torso to throw it in there, okay? So let's do a couple of those. So we bring it in, and 1, and 2, that arm should be on top, and 3. All right, make sure your hands are closed. They don't have to be tight, but they need to be closed from here on the preparation, so that way when you come, all you gotta do is just squeeze and tighten them up at the last second, and you get a lot more power in that block. Okay, so let's do one more. 4. Good. All right, we change legs. So you have your left leg in front. Same thing. Remember, the left arm will be on top, and you don't want wrist to wrist. You want a little more form in there, so you can see I can create a little more space to catch things. Okay, I don't want to have here. It's gonna be hard to block someone's knee or foot with that little space, but you space it out a little bit, you got more room here. Okay, so here we go. 1. And 2, 3, and 4. All right, super. So we got those. Now let's go back up high. So you got your right leg back in front. So now when you do your X block high, you are doing it with your right arm in front. Now, in the black belt form, you have these in there, and you can do them with knives too or fists. It really doesn't matter that much. Sometimes you might do it with an open hand, so you could catch something, grab it, and then come through and say break an elbow. You know, like maybe someone's coming down with a knife trying to stab you, or a stick. You catch it, come around and smash their elbow, that type of thing. But either one, fist would work too, just whichever more comfortable. So we'll stay with fist, make things easy. So hands are here and going high. 1. Good. 2. Is 3. Okay. Now you want to make sure you look underneath it. You don't want to look up top, because something's coming down on you. You're blocking it here so you can see what's going on. If you're right here, it's kind of hard, and you don't have the same amount of leverage either. Okay. One more for this side. 4. Good. Change sides the other way. Good. So we got our left in front, which means left will be in front on the block, whichever one we're doing. 1, and 2, 3, 4. Good. All right, so there's our X block, okay? So let's go back to using that block if someone was gonna try to knee us, okay? So I'm in this position, all right? Maybe they grabbed onto you, started pulling you down. You know, if you've watched any fights on YouTube, they're ugly. They're not pretty. All right, there's arms flying all over the place. Sometimes you see some ugly kicks. I mean, it's not pretty. Most people who get into fights don't know how to fight. You know, sometimes they pick a fight with the wrong person, and it's short. But most likely, usually the people that know how to fight don't get into them. So he gets me pulled down. He goes to hit me with a knee. There's my X. Boom. Okay, I block it. Then this hand can push him away, okay? So that's what we want to get used to. So let's do that. So you got your right leg in front, you block, then push, okay? So let's do it again. Step, block, push, all right? So again, step, block, push, let's go into some of those kicks and things we did earlier. So if I move him to the side, I can move over and try to round kick him, but you probably saw that was a big movement. So I'm down here, he goes to knee me, I block it, move him to the side, okay? Here's a number 2 side kick, boom, just hit anywhere that you have a target, okay? I hit him in the back of one of his legs because that was my open target. If this one was more exposed, I'd hit him in the side, the thigh, so I have a lot of options. So we're gonna turn back this way, so that way you can follow us, and it should look a little more fluid. So here we go. We come down and block, push, okay? Then your back knee comes up, and boom. So I'm kind of kicking diagonal, because I'm thinking when I move this person, they're only gonna move a little bit. They're not gonna move completely all the way to the side. Unless I ate my breakfast, I'm just like super powerful that day. But most likely they're just gonna move a little bit. So let's do it again, okay? I get knocked down, they go to knee me, I block it, push him to the side, knee comes up, bam, for that side kick. And then look, if you watch Wednesday and the spin back fist, if I have the position, look where my feet are, look, I'm almost already turned for a spin. So if they're there, I can just move this foot over. And it won't be a complete spin back fist probably, but it could be just a quick step back fist, or I could hit and pull through. So you never know when you have that extra opportunity. So let's do it again. All right, get knocked down, boom, block, push, side kick, bam, then spin, bam, and there's my spin back fist. Or maybe you just got another guy coming up after you, and that way you can hit 1, 2, and you never miss a beat going for another strike. All right, let's do it one more time, same side. Step over, block, push over, side kick, boom, spin, bam, and you go from there. All right, other side. Right leg's in front. So, same thing, step, block, where are we pushing them? That way, side kick, spin, pow. There you go. See how it all connects, all right? Now, you don't always have to do the full spin. We just want to think of always having an option, always looking around, seeing what's the next target. It's not like in the movies where you're surrounded by all these guys and they all like wait their turn like they picked a number at Publix at the deli, waiting for their number to be called so they can get some cheese cut. All right, now serving number 16, come attack me. Doesn't work that way, all right? Old school war, hand-to-hand combat, people sneak up behind you and they stab you in the back, they shoot you in the back. It's about survival, it's not about honor, okay? That's not what war is, it's a survival thing, okay? That's what protecting yourself is, it's about survival, okay? You worry about, where you play fair or not later. Right now, you gotta get safe. So here we go. Step in, right leg, block, move them over. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Move them over this way. They come through, side kick, turn, bam, there's your back fist. Okay? Now, we talked about last week about multiple attackers. Okay? So this is kind of similar to the same thing. Is I want to give you some things to think about. Let's go back same direction so we can work. And now I didn't plan this part out because I want you to kind of use your imagination and just see how things kind of connect, okay? So let's say I got my attacker here. And we do that same scenario we just did. Okay, I got my right leg in front. He pulls his knee up. I block, okay, based on how I'm here. I'm going to move this way, okay? Now in this position, I can't use this leg to kick because it's just not going to work. I got all my weight on it. Alright, so from here, I gotta figure out a different way. So see, not everything works textbook just like we practiced, okay? Well, I could slide, you know that slide we talked about? I could just make a real quick slide step, okay? That's fast, right? That's almost as fast as a turn, okay? So let's do that one again. I'm right here, he comes through, I block, I move, just slide step, boom, there's that, okay? You know? Am I going to spin back fist him? He's way down there? Probably not. I might just do a spin push kick and just throw him on the ground. So you get him out of there. Because now I'm looking this way, and here's his buddy coming to jump on me, and I'm ready for him. Okay? What are all some of the things we've done? We got our step front kick we've done in other classes. You got your jab, you got your reverse. And you say, oh, I can do that spin back fist. You know, that's a higher percentage error technique. I want to keep things simple and effective. So I'm not going to use that unless I come through and kick over here, knock this guy down, and out of the corner of my eye, if someone else is coming, I might swing and try to hit him that way. But I want low percentage chance of error. I don't want to start doing things that's going to put me in a bad position, or I might miss or slip. I want things I know are going to work, 100%. Or nothing works 100%, but like 98%. Okay? So let's put some scenarios down there real quick. And then yours might be a little different, but you got to visualize. I remember being a kid, I was big into G.I. Joes, like maybe most kids were. And so, you start making up your own play and, getting creative and that type of thing. And then, same thing, we had a bunch of like field and stuff behind our house for a long time. And then they started building some houses, so you can imagine all the cool stuff you had to climb up on and all the junk you got to pick up and swing around and, rope and everything. And so, we'd reenact almost like we were, street fighters or, protecting people, and we all had our own little name, kind of like the superheroes do, and, we'd reenact things. And so you kind of got to do the same thing, have some fun, be creative, and then that way it builds ideas in your head, so when it happens for real, you're ready, okay? So we're going to use Mr. Uchino as a guinea pig here, and then you can kind of play along with us, okay? So he's right here, okay, in front. We'll stay with that same thing. Come through, and I throw a knee. Boom. What you gonna do? He moves me to the side, okay? Kicks, knocks me down. All right. Spin back fist, finishes me off, and then here comes his buddy up here. All right. He's got to be ready. As soon as he back fists, he's got to see him. What's he gonna do? He doesn't know. That's why we gotta practice these things. What's the simplest thing you could do from here? See, that's why we got to practice these things. How about a side kick low or an elbow right to the gut, Boom, side kick low. Boom. There you go. Look what happens when he side kicks. It straightens my leg, sticks my head down. Ah, yeah. Boom, a knee. Now he's getting the idea. See how things work? And so it's a whole different ball game than just playing around and doing some sparring, trying to score some points, that type of thing. All right. So let's practice that. All right, so we'll just visualize we're right here. Let's go back to some of the things we did earlier this week. Okay, so we're gonna do from a high. We step up, block high. Okay, then from here we catch that person's arm. We're gonna grab it, step over, smash the elbow, get him to drop the knife or the stick. Then from there we're thinking probably a leg right here. Boom, side kick. Knock them down, get away. That's it. Simple. So let's see how that would look if someone actually did it. So he comes like he's trying to hit me with a stick. Okay. Boom. I step, block it, step over, boom, smash the arm. There we go. There's my position. I come through, bam, knock him down, get away. Just like that. Okay. So do it again. So right here. Come at us, step up, block, grab, step, strike, okay? Same thing, you can do the side kick, okay? You can knee him in the leg if you want, or if you're holding on, hit, then pull and take them down, okay? Then you run the opposite direction. Don't try to run over them, because what happens if they get lucky and trip you on, knock you on the ground? Don't want to be on the ground. So let's see how that works regular. So it comes at me again. Block, step around, break, hold on to the wrist, push on the shoulder, step down, take them down, okay? Can't hit somebody when they're down, all right? Now I want to get away. Well, I got an exit over here and I got an exit over there, which you can't tell, but I'm not going for that one. You want me to leap over them? Yeah, that's a good idea. So, go to this one, and I get away, all right? Can he get back up? Maybe, but statistically, if I take off running, usually attackers don't run after you because it attracts too much attention, too many things can happen, okay? So that gives you a little better idea. So let's go ahead and review our spin back fist once, because I know we did it on Wednesday, and it was completely new, and I know that it probably kind of blows your mind because you're wondering, what do I do with my leg when I spin? So let's do that once or twice before we finish up today. just so you can have fun with that. You know, it'd be another fun, cool thing is, remember Wednesday we said you could hang a piece of paper and use that as a target? How about if you like hung like water balloons? Like when it got hot, you went outside, hung water balloons and spin kick those or spin back fist those. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, cool off.
Oh, I need to try that.
Yeah, and then you could play a joke on like if you had a brother or sister or maybe a parent, they wanted to give it a try, and you put ice water in theirs. How about that one? You wouldn't do that to your sister, would you?
Of course.
Don't put boiling water in there. Ice water's okay. Maybe put some dye in there too. It'd be like red dye. Like, oh God, I'm bleeding. All right, so here we go. Spin back fist. So remember, foot turns in like always. Rotate around. Okay. The front leg that usually kicks just picks up, pulls you through as your back fist, and then you end up right back where you started. Back arm's going to be the strike. Just like your back leg is usually your striking leg. So foot turns in, spin, back, right. Turn in, spin, back. There we go. Change it up. Left leg's in front. Turn in, spin, back. There we go. Foot turns in, spin, back. And one more for good luck. Turns in, spin, back. There we go. Yep. So there's your spin back fist. What I would love is I would love to see a video of you throwing a spin kick or a spin back fist, hitting a water balloon and exploding and enjoying the nice summer warmth. I guess, yeah, we're not officially in summer, but close enough. You know, it's Florida. Our summer's just because it didn't start in June. But how cool would that be? So this is your Tiger Rock homework, okay? I'll take a paper target, but that's not as much fun. It'd be so much more fun to see someone do a video of spinning and hitting a balloon and watching it explode. So just to make it a fun game is the first 3 people that do that and post your video on our Tiger Rock page. You can do Tiger Rock Martial Arts on Facebook, and you can also do the Tiger Rock Families page. Then got some good knickknacks floating around here. I'll send you a little surprise. But first 3 that do that, okay? Now, you don't know if you're the first 3, so don't sit there and go, someone probably beat me, okay? So make sure you do that. It'll be a lot of fun. Keep things exciting over the summer. Make sure you do it in a safe place so you do not hit anything or slip and fall, especially if the surface gets wet. But that finishes up for this week. So we're finishing week 3. Testing will be in I think it's the second week in June. Black belts who are training, you're eligible to test, whether it's virtually or on the mat, whatever we'll do. We got you taken care of. We got your backs. And then also don't forget, July, we have our tournament here, and it's going to be spread out over a couple days in very small groups. So keep that in mind, regardless of where we are with this pandemic. I know we'll have probably some more freedom than we do now, but we're going to make sure we got 2 rings, and that's it, running, spread apart. People come in, compete, leave, and then next groups come in. So there's not going to be hardly any people in our facility as we're competing, except the people that are competing and maybe their families. So there'll be a lot of distancing just to be sure, and then we just keep things going. So we'll definitely be keeping that in mind. So you'll still have the opportunity to compete one last time for this season before we start the next season. That'll happen after this July event. So again, have an awesome weekend. We're waiting for those videos of spin kicks or spin back fist on balloons, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep, so we're looking forward to those. Mr. Chino said he could beat all of you guys and get one done before you guys, so we'll see. So anyway, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the virtual mat on Monday.